Hi guys, my name's Ben. Sorry I'm not in class today. The reason I'm not here is the baseball team's competing in the Western Regional over in Spokane, Washington. Obviously it's not ideal for me to be absent today, so I want to thank Brad and Chris as well as my group for allowing me to participate in this way. Today we're here to talk to you about CMS, or Crowd Management Services. It's a company that does essentially exactly what it sounds like they do. They manage crowds at big events. Some of the venues that they run that you guys have probably been to are the Gorge Amphitheater, University of Oregon football games, as well as White River Amphitheater. So our goal here today is to educate you guys a little bit more about CMS, as well as give them some ideas on how they can implement some IT programs to help their processes run more smoothly. So first I'm going to give an overview or an agenda to kind of tell you guys what we're going to run through here today. First, I'm going to give a SWOT analysis to kind of give you guys a better idea of where the company's at as well as where they're going. Next, Greg is going to talk about brand equity and what it would look like for CMS to continue to grow. Third, Amanda is going to talk about how to maintain high-quality workers within CMS, as well as how to train these employees better. Next, Lucas is going to talk about technology that CMS is using, technology that CMS could be using, and as well as some technology programs that other companies within the industry are currently using and having success with. And finally, Derek is going to wrap up talking about change management and what the changes look like within the ADKAR model, as well as give a summary of our recommendations to CMS. So for the SWOT analysis, some strengths of CMS are currently they're hiring a lot of young leaders out of Pacific Northwest universities. These individuals are highly motivated and eager to push CMS forward, not only because it benefits the company, but it also benefits themselves. You know, if they're able to take CMS from down here and put it up here and kind of tell how they did that on a resume, future employers are going to love that. So they're highly motivated to push CMS forward in this way. Some venues that CMS is currently having, which gives them a lot of strengths, are the Capitol Hill Block Party, as well as Sunset Supply Amphitheater and the Taste of Tacoma are some that you guys might be familiar with, as in addition to the Gorge, White River, and the University of Oregon football games. So all these venues, being able to say that you've done these and that you have the brand recognition of being there and going to future hiring managers and saying, look, here are all the venues that we've had success with, these are the minimal incidents that we've had, you're more likely to get hired because the manager will say, yeah, you've been there, done that, go ahead and take this job. Some weaknesses that CMS has is primarily with communication between the Portland corporate and the Western Washington branches. The communication there is lacking, so later on we're going to talk about some ways that we can improve this communication. Also, there's kind of an age barrier. CMS has a lot of older people that are working for them, not older, but they're just more advanced in their careers. So these people are less likely to want to change because they've been doing it one way for so long and they've had so much success doing it the way that they've been doing it. They think, why do I need to change, even though, from CMS standpoint, the changes are going to make them more efficient and better off. But these older workers are saying, I don't want to change, I've had success, why would I need to change? Also, employee turnover is very high right now. It's because CMS needs to hire so many people so quickly, so often. They'll hire 200 people to go work over at the Gorge for one weekend, but more than likely, most of those people aren't going to come back and work again. They're going to move on and try and find a better, more full-time gig. Also, payroll is not being run very efficiently right now. Currently, supervisors are having to do it by hand, which is wasting a lot of time and resources for the company. Some key opportunities that we see that CMS can take advantage of are, first of all, with training. Right now, since employee turnover is so high, it's hard to keep your employees trained so quickly because they're being turned over so fast. CMS does have online training simulation, kind of similar to the one that we took as PLU students coming in as incoming freshmen. It's online, it's called CMS University, so we're going to talk about some ways that they can utilize that technology a little bit better. Also, like I talked about payroll, if they can free up the supervisors to allow them to focus more on recruiting and gaining bigger venues, that would be a lot more beneficial than having them just sitting there doing payroll. So if we could find an IT program that could do it for them, that would be beneficial. Also, interns have been recently added this year. They can help with recruiting in their local universities, as well as helping to have events run more smoothly while they're there. Really, there's only one big threat for CMS right now, and that's just when a direct competitor, say like Staff Pro, will innovate faster than them. If Staff Pro is able to implement new technologies faster than CMS is, CMS is going to lose their competitive advantage, because in an industry where the business models are so similar, the company that can bid the lowest is most likely to get the job. So when these IT programs can be implemented, you can cut your costs, and therefore you're more likely to get the bids. So that's all for me, and I'm going to hand it off to Greg to talk about brand equity.